So now let's take a look at using microphones with our speakers. So for Hanger 56 purposes, we're going to need an ear-worn mic, and we often need handheld mics as well. So they're going to be in our amp stack here in this drawer. To open it, you push down on this handle and then pull it out. Now, optimally our mics are in here. If they're not, look around the tech booth. Sometimes things get off into kind of crazy places. Let's take a look at how a handheld microphone works. So on the front there's this little panel here, and there's a power symbol above the word mute, and we're going to press and hold that, and then green means that this microphone is on. Now if I give it a little tap, it's going to turn orange, and orange means mute. Now if it's red or red flashing, then it means that the batteries need to be replaced, and to do that you would unscrew the bottom here, lift this panel, and then put in your new batteries. Click, and then when you're done, click that back, and then you're going to put this on. Now when you retighten this, you want to do it very, very gently. Do not over tighten it, because this part will crack very easily, and it gets secure really easily. Now to turn it off, we're going to press and hold this, and it turns off. So this one happens to say handheld 2. If you come up here, you can see how it connects up here. So here's HH's handheld 1, handheld 2, lavalier 1, and lavalier 2. Now let's take a look next at our ear-worn microphones. They're in these bags that say lavs. Now technically these aren't lavaliers, these are ear-worn mics, but a lavalier that you would pin on your shirt is compatible. So here's your earpiece. What you're going to do is plug this in to the belt pack here. Now you want this nub to face the front, face where the display is, because this has a pretty unique pin arrangement, and we don't ever want to bend those pins or force it. It's pretty expensive to repair. So when you put this in, it should slide in pretty gently. I'm giving it a little bit of pressure, but never ever force it. If you're forcing it, it's probably not lined up. So now that it's connected, we can turn it on to test it. Press and hold. Like with the other mic, green is on. Tap it again. Orange is mute. And I tap it again to unmute it. Red or red flashing is that the batteries need to be replaced. You can also lock it into staying on by pressing and holding for 10 seconds. And then to undo forced on mode, you would press it for 10 seconds again. If you need to replace the batteries, you can press these side panels here and flip this down, and here's your batteries. This is also your sync panel. This would be an advanced technique if you need to change the channel for the microphone, where you would find this is Lav 2, so we would come up here to the Lav 2 panel and could pick a new channel and sync it, but that rarely needs to happen in the Hanger. I do want to point out that here in the Hanger, right here, this switch on the side needs to be set to 0. If you have done tech in Godsby Backyard or X Station, that's different. In those rooms, it must be set to mic, but in here, it has to be set to 0. So why don't we give this microphone a test? So I'm going to turn it back on, and let's come over to our mixer. Pop it on my ear here, and we need to get into our microphone bank, channel 17 through 32. Get my handy dandy pointer. We can switch that around. And then you can take a look up here and see all of the different mic options for Hanger 56. Handheld 1, handheld 2, Lav 1, Lav 2. I am using Lav 2, so this is the one that we're going to work with. So I'm going to unmute this, and then theoretically my voice should start coming through. Yay, it's working! We can tell it's working not only because I can hear it, but because we are getting a signal up here. Now, if this was muted, we would be getting the signal but not hearing my voice, so that would be a good clue to come and take a look. Another basic troubleshooting thing is if no voice is coming out, just come down here to your main. It's not labeled as such, it just says LR for left and right up there, and that should be at least to 0. So there you have it. That's how we use microphones in Hanger 56.